in terms of weapon detection, is obviously a huge AI module which will be beneficial across the US especially, as well as the neural networks being able to trigger an alert, for a specific weapon. It can detect, actually, that looks like a handgun, let's trigger an alert. But also, staying on just weapon detection, there is similar, that falls underneath psychology as well, doesn't it? Because the mannerisms in terms of the positions an individual might get in, because surveillance cameras, obviously, the best way to describe it often than not is, if a human can detect it from looking under surveillance, the AI can. But often than not, if an individual gets in a specific pose, a position, which is similar to, let's say, an AK-47 or a heavy weapon like that, the psychology obviously plays a role in the development of these modules.
It does. Even going a step further, I'm using the United States as an example. Weapon detection is a complicated fact because you have different states have different gun laws. Some states are open carry, some states are concealed. So that's also going to play a factor into getting those an AI giving those alerts. Because if it's just because a person has a weapon on them doesn't necessarily mean they're a threat in a open carry state. Things get a little bit more tricky when we look at proximity to, let's say, proximity to schools, airports, churches, concert venues, things like that. So that's a little bit more in the coding. We talk about proximity alerts, so on and so forth. But it's definitely an avenue that needs to be addressed, especially given the last few months. And I'm just excited to be a part of this work.